This is Helmholtzplatz. This is my square, Helmholtzplatz. When I moved here, I literally came in here and I was thinking like, what? I was like, what is this place? I'd never heard of it. And then my friend Frieda was like, oh my gosh, Helmholtzplatz, like that's bougie Prenzlauer Berg. But to be honest with you, I did my time in Neukölln. I did my time in Currywurst. I'm not this person who just moves to Berlin, moves to Prenzlauer Berg. I've done my time. This is my Narengu, and it's so fucking expensive, right? So Narengu is like Erika's little sister, and everything's so overpriced. So overpriced. They're gonna chuck me out, but I don't care. They're gonna chuck me out, but I don't care because I'm gonna reveal the fucking shocking prices. So they literally just chucked us out, so I wasn't even able to show you the outrageous prices. Okay, so this is Frieda, right? And this is the cafe I was talking about, right? It's such a wanky cafe. Like, when it first opened, wines were €6, right? And it was a bit suspect, because yes, it is Prenzlauer Berg, but it's still Berlin. And so I was a bit suspect. I was a bit like, okay, €6 is a little bit expensive. Literally now, on the menu within a year, because it was so popular, now wine is €8, right? And it's just full of such wanky people. The staff are so fucking pretentious. You go in there with their nose up, and like they're all just like, ooh, and just like, yeah. I hate it, right? And you can see someone has tagged it yacht spot equals yuppie spot, right? And that's exactly what my thoughts were about. The food is like €18 small plates. It's fucking ludicrous and crazy, and it's just not my vibe. It's not my vibe. And it literally, as you can see, it's been targeted. It's been targeted by graffiti people on purpose. Literally on purpose. You can see, look around. Nowhere else has graffiti. It's just full of people from London, annoying people from London who shouldn't even be here anyway. It's full of like German academics from like Humboldt University, and it's just full of just some random fake scenesters. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. Anyway, back to my thing is that this is like the legends only corner, so every time I see people having a session here, I'm always like, legends only, it's about mine. Sometimes they shout at you, sometimes they're like Sprich Deutsch and so weiter, and I actually can speak okay German, so actually sometimes I say yeah, ich kann Deutsch und was, and then normally they're a bit like, but like obviously like the thing is here, like when you're on your phone like this, which I do speak loud, like, because the thing is, like, okay, AirPods are bad for microphones, and we know this. AirPods are awful for voice notes. And you know when someone sent you the voice note on the AirPod, you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, it's so hard to hear. So I out of courtesy, I always hold my phone like this, and I always voice note without my AirPods, and I take my AirPods out, and all my friends should actually appreciate that. But anyway, that's when I get harassed most times, so speaking English on voice note. Hi, ich hätte gerne bitte ein Currywurst und ein Currywurst vegan. I love the women who work here. They're no bullshit. They're no riff-raff women. They don't take any shit from anyone. €6. Just no, I love it. Just direct, straight to the point. It's very phallic. Das ist normaler und das ist veganer. Vielen Dank. Thank you. Okay, this is the meat one. Okay, this is the meat one, and this is the vegan one. And all for a meat-free future, but I will say the meat one's better. Well, the thing about Currywurst, right, is that no one knows the history, right? So do you know how Currywurst even got existing in the first place? After World War II, basically what happened is the meat was such bad quality, and the food was bad quality because of rationing, because of the post-war situation that everyone found themselves in, that in the West sector, the British sector, all the British men had curry spice and powder from India, and basically what happened is some badass bitch, Currywurst is a female-owned business, a female-owned adventure, which I love, because some woman was like, this meat tastes really shit. She decided to lather it in ketchup, but that wasn't enough. That was just tasting sweet. And then one day she got the currywurst from the British soldiers. So she got the curry from the British soldiers, the spice, tapped it on to the ketchup, and it was the biggest salad in West Berlin. But the thing is, Germans don't eat currywurst. I mean, yes, they do occasionally, but no, they don't. Like, it's a tourist thing. It's a tourist thing. It is. It's a tourist thing. Like, no, they don't eat currywurst. I've never seen my German friends with a sausage in their mouth. The only time I've seen my German friends with a sausage in their mouth is in the basement of Fick and Dry Thousands. And oh my gosh, everyone's always like, milk, right? Milk. It's like, yes, I still do drink cow's milk, yes. And sometimes I don't even buy the beer one, and sometimes I'm like, okay, that is maybe it's a bit crazy, Richard, but I do still drink cow's milk. I'm sorry, like everyone says, so it was like half a milk and oat milk, stuff like that. But no, I do still drink cow's milk. But here's what I'm saying, $1.39. It's crazy. And the thing is also, it's like crack. Like currywurst sauce is like crack. Like it's not even about the meat. It's about the sauce. It's about the strawberry sauce. It's literally like crack. Literally as well, in Germany, like dogs are more evolved. Like the thing is, about in the UK, like dogs aren't this evolved, but there's like 4 fucking dogs, 3 of them without leashes. In London, they would just be fucking going wild. They would just be probably run over. But here, they're so fucking good. And look at that tiny little teeny one. Like, it's so fucking crazy that like this happened in Germany. I have this theory that like in Germany, because dogs are evolving so much faster here, because dogs are just being themselves. And sometimes you'll be on the street and a dog will just be going by itself, or literally just be going by itself, and no, literally you won't even know where the owner is. Because I'm so fed up at the moment. I was thinking about this. I should say, are people on Be Real, and you know who you are. Be Real, the app. Some of you, if you haven't downloaded it, maybe you should download it and stop being against every new app that comes into life, because that's what means getting old. Be Real is amazing. Be Real is amazing. It promotes authenticity. But babe, when I begin to tell you the amount of fake pictures on there, Be Real, so Be Real, you take a picture, it says any minute of the day, you have 2 minutes, you have to take a picture there, you have to do it. You have to drop everything that you're doing. Everything that you're doing, you have to do it in that 2 minutes. If you don't do it in that 2 minutes, then you are late. And if you're late, it then starts, the later you are, the more it starts to say that you're probably a fake person. Because like then people like, I know people who will say they'll Be Real, it'll be a 12 hours late Be Real. They'll get a notification and they'll think to themselves, oh, I'm going out tonight, or I'm gonna look really hot when I'm getting ready, so I'm gonna take a really hot cute picture of me and put that on my Be Real. That is not being real. Being real is like taking a shit and taking a picture of me taking a shit. Like Being Real is about showing where you are. And like I know so many fake people who are doing it and literally doing it 12 hours late, 14 hours late, sometimes even like 18 hours later. Like people are really planning their Be Reals, and that's not what it's about. Second of all, Be Real, the amount of people that you can see who do retakes, and yes, there is a hack, and I know the hack, and not that I've used it, maybe once. If you close the Be Real app, if you've taken retakes and close the Be Real app, then it hides how many retakes you've done, and it starts off as a new Be Real. But like, the thing is, the amount of people who like 5 retakes, and I do comment on people's authenticity. I will comment on all my closest friends and be like, 6 retakes, that's not that authentic. There's so many little shits in Prenzlauer Berg. The teens in Prenzlauer Berg are the most spoiled, rude, alcohol drinking teens I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking. They get so rowdy. They get so rowdy at night. So listen, I'm literally going to show you the most hypiest restaurant ever. It's called Wen Cheng. Literally everyone's always literally talking about it, right? And literally, so this is Wen Cheng here. And I'm not joking, like every night there is hype crowds. They spread the hype crowds goes from this side to this side. This way is takeaway hype crowd. That side is eat-in hype crowd. But I'm not joking. It literally goes all the way over there to like this O2 side, like so far away. So looking for some sickening purchases, like sickening in. Literally, I love saying sickening. Sickening, because I love when an outfit is sickening. It's such a word that goes deep down. But like, literally, it's like, who's gonna buy a Star Wars t-shirt? Who's gonna buy a Star Wars t-shirt? Like, for €11 as well. That was like probably €10. That's probably the €8 from Primark. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Sometimes the people in here must be on crack. The prices. I would love to meet whoever does the pricing, because they must be on crack. Because they literally price stuff so crazily. Sometimes you're just like, what the fuck? They do it for the hype. They used to open at lunch, and then you could actually get a seat. But then they just decided to be more hypey and more exclusive, so now they don't open at lunch, only on the weekends. But this is the drama, right? Want to see the drama? It's so much drama here. So basically what's happened is, it's like, hey you, please do not wait here. It's like I'm translating, but I'm not translating anything. Children trying to sleep. Thanks. So basically, I can tell you about the history of this sign. So obviously upstairs is a Prenzlauer Berg family flat, as you can see by the sign, as illustrated by the sign. And basically, like, they didn't know that Wen Cheng was going to be such a hypey place and open next door. Also, Wen Cheng, why don't you open more branches? Because you're so hypey, but it's about exclusivity in this city. Anyway, so they didn't know. So when I first came here, the sign has gradually got nicer. It used to be like really, really aggressive. The sign used to say like, hey, you children are sleeping here. Children are sleeping here, like that. With like loads of exclamation marks. Think before you talk. something really aggressive. Something along the lines of that. I won't say it's exactly like that verbatim, but it's along the words. And then since then, I've seen the signs get gradually nicer and nicer. I'm not sure if people have started to put them down. I'm not sure what's happened, to be honest with you. But I do see the signs get nicer and nicer. And this is a revelation. This sign has been here now for probably like 2 or 3 weeks. And it's even got long hearts, hyphen, thanks, love hearts. And thanks in a good old cute way. So anyway, so this is the drama with Wen Cheng noodles, is that you have the Prenzlauer Berg family versus Wen Cheng. I wouldn't be surprised if there hasn't been a lawsuit. But I mean, like, what can you do? You do sleep on House Alley, but then it is a parental area, who knows? But anyway, come have a look at the So, it is hypey, but it's good. It is good. It is hypey, but it's good. So, I do approve. And they take cards, so like, fucking hell, it's fucking great. I'm a very t-shirt oriented person. Like, I am a very t-shirt oriented person. That's probably part of my downfall. So I wear the same t-shirt like 5 times and I can't really feel like I wear it again. Oh, my hair's so bad. My hair's so bad. It's kind of cool, actually. I think it makes me look really fat. So many, like, who wears stuff like this? It's really so random. And when you actually read this stuff, it's like, it makes no sense. Nautical stories and original goods guaranteed. Tom Taylor, 1962, outside the exploring experience. It's just a jumble of words. Like, I also like this room. This is a little private room for the freaky girls. And guys, like, look, this is so amazing. I would literally love it if one of my friends turned up to Berghain like that. Like, turned up to Berghain wearing that. Like, that would be so iconic, because most people wearing the most boring clothes ever. And if someone turned up to Berghain wearing that, I would so love it. Look at this little attached skirt underneath. Like, oh my gosh. Imagine standing in the Berghain queue looking like a princess with stilettos on, or like something like the magical shoes, looking like fucking Ariel Mermaid vibes. That would be so sickening. That would be the sickening thing I've ever seen in my life. I always try and tell my girlfriends to do that. It's also just like, who is gonna spend 50 euros in October on a Christmas jumper? Not me. Well, I don't know if it looks good. It's kind of a bit small. I know when something's small, I wouldn't say that, but I think it looks quite good on me. Yeah, this isn't right. I thought it was giving like this vibes, but like, it's so weird. This maybe it's more for female bodies. Up here is basically a shop, and it's like quintessential BO Prenzlauer Berg. It's a living off the land vibe, but like, right now, where is it? Actually, this is it. This is the shop. Like, I do love it. Like, I would never wear it, but I do love it. Like, I do love it. Kind of sickening, isn't it? It's a little bit sickening. Oh my god, it's got the emo foam hole as well. I fucking love the emo foam hole. Like, kids at school used to do that all the time. But anyway, like, this shop reminds me of a story, right? So at one time I was on set, and then like, I thought I was going insane. So this girl comes, she's very of this era, very of this vibe, the girl. She comes, and she basically is like, she comes to set, I'm not naming names, not naming where, like, I'm sorry, I'm confidential, I'm very serious. She comes to set, this girl, she's just like, and she's just like, she's sound recorder, and she's just like, she has no shoes on. And I'm like, we're filming at a location that has glass on the floor, that is outside, that is very like, what the fuck? And she comes to set, she has no shoes on, no socks on either. And I'm like, is no one gonna say anything? Like, isn't this a health hazard? Her feet were so black by the end of the night from the dirt on the floor, like so dirty in the car. And I was like, what is she doing? And I asked the colleague, and the colleague was like, yeah. I was like, why didn't anyone say anything? Like, I felt like I couldn't say anything as an English person. It's someone else's culture. I have to respect it. But like, I was like, I knew it was a cultural thing, but I didn't know what. But I was also a bit like, come on, she has no shoes on. It's kind of dangerous. Like, there's equipment everywhere. I was going to see her get it smashed on her shoe. Producer's mindful. But anyway, and then I was like, that was kind of weird notion, having these shoes on, a bit dangerous. And apparently there's this thing in Germany that people, like, in the summer, they don't believe that wearing shoes is good for you. People during the prehistoric times, apparently they didn't do it, so then why should we? So they only wear shoes in the winter when it's absolutely necessary. I mean, I don't know. I kind of get that logic, but I kind of don't, because like everything that we do now isn't like natural. Like, what clothes will we wear isn't natural, but we wear. This is like the hot spot of Prenzlauer Berg where everyone sits. But the food's really shit. Like, I went for a date here once with this guy I was seeing. He lived on Schönhauser Alley. He's like Spanish. He was really cute. He was hot. He was hot. We had good fumbling. And then we went here for like a date, kind of, at lunchtime on Saturday. But the food was so fucking shit. Kind of made the date shit as well. He was like, the food was really bad as well. I was like, yeah, it's so bad. Like, I wouldn't go here normally, but they do good Pepsi Lights. Like, I was a Diet Coke addict for a long time before I went to hospital. Because I went to hospital. Everyone knows I went to hospital recently. And it wasn't like from Diet Coke, of course not. But anyway, I gave up drinking it every day. I was drinking it every day because I was just like really tired and I got a habit. I don't drink coffee or tea. Everyone was always like, oh, you're English, you don't drink tea. I'm like, no, I don't drink tea or coffee. But my twin sister and my older sister have the same thing. We don't drink tea or coffee. It's just a thing. I drink hot chocolate though, but then you just get really, really fat. So I just had like a bowel infection basically. I was in hospital. Like, I was really ill for like 3 days. So I was working from home like dead. I was like, I'm so ill. And people thought like, oh yeah, work from home Monday, like, oh, you obviously went out on the weekend and you're too tired. It's like, no, I was really ill. I didn't go out. I spent the whole weekend in hospital. And oh my gosh, I cannot begin to tell you about this guy. I cannot begin to tell you about this twink nurse, this little bitchy twinkie nurse. Of course, he had like fake blonde hair like this, very GAY pink vest. And he was such a... I basically got to the hospital, they put me in, and then they basically told me they think I had Crohn's. And I was in there for the whole weekend, I was really ill. And I was like coughing those. And I was like, at that time my German was really bad, and I was like, do you have like throat lozenges? Oh, drinks are here. Oh, danke. Hast du vielleicht ein Straw?
Mhm.
Danke.
Brauchst du Zucker? Oh, nö, danke schön.
And then I was like, that. I was coughing loads, and I thought I was like throat lozenge. He didn't understand. And I was like, my Germans are not bad. Well, it's not bad, but like I didn't know the word throat lozenge. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's Hustenbomber. And then he was like, and then he was just a bit like, he's like, I'm not sure if I can give you that. And I was like, what? I was like, I was like coughing my eyes. I was like so much pain. And then I was a bit like, please. I was like, I really need. Oh, my straw's here. Thank you. Oh, pallet. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, warum nicht? And I was like, please. I hosted my mum, and he was like, and he came. I was like, I'm in pain, and then he came back with a paracetamol, and I was like, no, my throat is in pain. I need a Hustenbonbon, and he's like, and he comes back with then like some drip for IV drip. He's like, that'll make you feel better. I'm like, I don't need fluids. I've been on the drip all day. I just want a Hustenbonbon. I was like, I don't get your problem. I was like, what is your problem? Was ist das Problem denn? I was like, I really need a Hustenbonbon. My throat really hurts. And he's like twinkie like nurse, there's like then like that'd be such a little bitch, so shady, and then like it was too much. And then like he finally comes in like an hour later and is like, yeah, no, we don't have any. I was like, what, you're in a hospital, surely you have something for the throat. Anyway, so I was in the hospital, the Queen died. I hope that's Pepsi Light. The Queen actually died on the Thursday, and I was like on set. After, I think you were actually there. I was on set, and then the Queen died, and I was the only person in the gallery. I got the notification, and no, I do not like the Queen. I'm not a monarchist. No, of course I don't. I anti-monarchy completely. But then the Queen died, and I was like, oh my gosh, the Queen's died. What the fuck? I got an Apple alert, and I was like, what the fuck? And then it was just German people, and obviously they were like, didn't know how to handle it. And they were just looking at me like, oh, sorry. And like, well, it's fine, but like, it's not, you don't have to be sorry because like I don't really like the Queen anyway. Like what my family represents. But I was just like shocked because she's been there my whole life. So then the Queen died, worked on Friday, Saturday I had the curry, then the Saturday night I was really getting ill, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday went to hospital. But that's it really. I mean, like, okay, one thing I do love on film sets, right? I like talking about sets. I just told you before hospital I was on a film set. Like, especially working in the international world of Berlin. Like, okay, I have worked on less international productions where I have to speak German a lot more, which is like a little bit of an effort, but I do. But like, what I literally like, I don't know how to explain it. But sometimes you're on set and there's a new person comes and they haven't met and you're speaking English to each other. And I know they're both German because I wrote the call sheet with her. But then anyway, and then I leave, and then they're still speaking English, and I get really anxious. I'm like, they're still speaking English. They haven't realised that each other is German there. And this happens like so often, but I don't want to be like, speak German, because that sounds stupid. But that just happened quite a lot, whereas like I'm on set and then two Germans are there and I leave and then suddenly they're speaking English to each other and I'm just like really in my mind, just like, no, I shouldn't do that. So I guess alles gut,
right?
danke. Yeah, perfect, danke. So yeah, now I guess that's it. I'm just gonna go home. Yeah, I hope that. Yeah, I don't know. I hate when you like, because this is obviously like the first vlog I've done properly, like having someone else film it. I don't want to be like and subscribe, make sure you click the like button. I don't care if you subscribe, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't care. As long as like this video has made like 5 people happy, that makes me happy. Like 5 people is enough in this world sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's not, but like I'm not gonna be one of these people ever who's like, please like and subscribe. Remember to like and subscribe. Press the like button. Subscribe, like and subscribe. No, I don't like that. Like, don't like and subscribe. Don't fuck it. Don't like and subscribe. Just don't even do that. I don't want you to like and subscribe. No, I do. I mean, obviously I do, but I'm not gonna tell you to like and subscribe. So